welcome. Good morning. Sorry, running around like crazy. Okay, bring the hands up, extend the legs, bring the hands up, and we'll get started. Ah, and down. Well, if anybody's interested in Reiki certifications for all the levels, this this one online community or group, and they're the ones that I went through just to go through the formal curriculum and see how a formal class is taught. They always have it on sale, so right now they're having their like 70% sale. So it's $147, I think, for everything, and it's a lifetime membership, and it includes a lot of resource materials. So if you're interested, or you know anybody who's interested, even just to get the materials, and you can go through the coursework all on your own pace online, or you can download everything. It has manuals and music, certificates. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what you get. I think when I did it, I got really lucky. It was something like $69 for everything. Breathe in from the earth. Yeah, relax the ankles, relax the legs. Just imagine you pulling up that energy, and as you exhale, flowing it back down. As you inhale, you're bringing in that clean energy from around you. It's picking up all the dirt, all the soot, all the exhaust. And when you exhale, breathe out all that black waste material, all the exhaust, all the dirt. You can breathe out all the dead blood cells, all the bad energy, all the stale energy. And you flow it inside of the bones, stimulate the bone marrow. Put your mind inside of the bones, moving the blood, moving the chi. Don't rush the movement. Just use your imagination, use your intent. Sink the breath down. Open your throat, relax. Come up from the side, eyes looking way out to the horizon. Stretching, expanding, breathing in and out. Feel the fingertips expanding and pulling out away from you. Imagine the sun sending that energy down through the top of your head, connecting with that sun in your heart. Remember to smile. Have that inner smile inside of your heart. Scooping down, breathing in, nice deep breath, and exhale. Squeeze all the air out. Squeeze it all out of the muscle tissue. Fill up the bones and squeeze everything out of your bones. And focus on the ligaments and tendons. Slowly letting go. Slowly relaxing, bringing everything back to center. Guiding, directing down with your mind through your body. Let everything go. Okay? Gently bring one foot back at a time. Okay? Remember, when you bring them back, just so your toes lift off the ground, and then press your toes and your whole foot. And you figure out where that form is, where your feet are most comfortable. Right? And then you activate your muscles, relaxing your body as much as you can. And then internally start stretching, expanding the muscles. Your legs are stretching into the earth, while the hips relax. The spine is stretching, expanding upwards until the head is being pulled and suspended from above. The shoulders are stretching down through the arms, and the fingertips are stretching. And finally, you feel your feet being pulled into the earth, and your fingertips being pulled outwards. Those cables attached to your fingertips, and your head suspended. Check that your breathing is relaxed. You're smiling inside of your chest, inside of your heart. The sun is connecting from above into you. You're looking straight ahead, nice and relaxed breathing. Relax the lower belly. And as you breathe in, begin breathing in, extending. Feel the fingertips pulling, reaching forward, and then washing the face. Relaxing and turning the palms and exhaling. Feel the palms being pulled forward and down. Just the head, warming up the neck. Okay, finish the breath. Breathing in as you come up. Relax the bottom of the feet, but feel them being pulled into the earth. Relax the head, but feel it being pulled and suspended from above. Finish the breath. The fingers being pulled forward and lifted up. And gently releasing. Sternum up, and then the palms being pulled forward, just like there's a vacuum on the palms. And just the head falling. You can feel it pulling on the neck, pulling on the spine. Relax the lower belly as you breathe. Focusing just 2 to 3 inches below the navel, in the center of your body. One more time. Extending and reaching, sinking back to center. Exhaling. One hand up, one hand down, looking to the side. Remember to just let the lower hand drop. Breathing in, looking at the palm. And out when you're ready. Don't rush the movement. Go at your own speed, your own pace. Look at the palm first. And then look at the fingertips or look at the second finger, either one. Continuous motion. And then look in between the fingers. Look out at the horizon. Eyes scanning the horizon. Come back to center, in front of the throat. Open the throat, relax the voice, expand your voice, no restrictions. And forward, feel the palms being pulled forward. And then slowly lowered. And then those cables pulling your fingers towards the earth. Okay, keep the palm open, keep the fingers extended as we move to the shoulders. Keep the feet being pulled into the earth and the head suspended. And squeeze the shoulder blades together, then up and back to front. Focus on the shoulder blades. Focus on stretching those muscles under the shoulder blades. Stretching and opening them, squeezing and opening them. Try to make them touch when you squeeze in the back. And don't let go of that stretch during the whole movement. And then 3 times forward, turn the palms out, and breathe. All the way down. And then one side. You do one side, relax the other arm, but keep the fingertips expanded and stretched. You want to keep all the fascia stretched. You want to keep all the joints open and loose. You want to imagine something else pulling your feet into the earth, pulling your fingertips, and the arms follow. Come forward and pulling gently on the top of the head. You relax everything else. Do one more time and then switch arms, switch shoulders. Take your time. Remember to let your body turn, let your head turn, and let the waist turn when we do one side. Come forward after 3 times. Okay, all the way down, finish your movements, then back to front, and then front to back, both sides. All the way down. And relax. Loose circles. Yeah. Really loose. Just feel the shoulder blades shaking. No tension in the shoulder blades. Just trying to loosen and shake out those muscles. And then slow it down. And then put it back together, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, smiling. Fingertips being pulled and dragged in the arms, and just follow the movement. And let the body turn. And you pull the spine and then release it. And then you pull the spine in the other direction and then you release it. You pull the spine. When you release the spine, it bounces back to center. And then you grab the spine. Just imagine those muscles grabbing the spine and releasing. Make sure the breathing is relaxed. You're still smiling. The legs are still sinking and being pulled into the earth. And let go of all the tension in your body. One last time, breathe in and out. Yeah, empty all the tension from the top of your head, through the neck, through the top of the shoulders, through the whole shoulder area. Just feel it flowing down the arm through your fingertips. Hold the ball and move to the spine. One hand up, one hand down. Expand the shoulder blades. Okay, so drop your shoulders, both shoulders, and then feel yourself expanding the shoulder blades. And then feel the fingers expanding. And then relax the shoulders and feel the fingers being pulled and stretched, one up, one down. Then let go of all the tension in the shoulders. Just feel those cables pulling on the fingers. One pulling into the earth, the other pulling up into the sky. The elbows relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed. Take a deep breath. And exhale when you're ready. Feel the fingers really stretching and expanding. But just imagine something else is pulling on the fingertips. You're just relaxing and just let those cables drag all the fingers, the thumbs, all the fingertips away. Drop the shoulders. Sink the breath down. Take a deep breath and expand the spine. And relax when you're ready. Just take your time. Feel the warmth of the palm washing through the forearm, stimulating all the organs, stimulating the heart, flushing, moving the chi through the body, through the heart channel. Sink the breath down, relax the lower back, open up the hips. Keep the feet being pulled and sucked into the earth. Feel the fingertips being dragged up into the sky and dragged into the earth. And relax your breathing and smile. Turn your palm and drop your elbow and pull the spine. And then release the spine. And then pull the spine. Breathing in and then release the spine. And then pull the spine as you wind up and look at the elbow. Breathing in and release. So remember to turn by pulling the spine. And then release the spine and release the breath. And then grab and pull the spine and look at the elbow, and then release. Yeah, let the body turn. Let the body turn in both directions. Feel the fingertips being stretched and pulled. Feel the feet being sucked into the earth. Feel the head being lifted from above, helping to align the spine, align the neck. Sink the breath down. Come back to center after you finish this last movement right in front of the heart. Sternum up, smiling, inner smile. Turn the palms up and down and pull the spine. Relax while the spine is being pulled and then released. Pull the spine and breathe in. And then release the spine while you exhale. And feel your body bouncing back to center, palms turning. And then grab the spine. Make sure the head turns as well. Let the head and the neck turn to finish that spiral. One more time each side. Imagine the palms right in front of the heart. Right, it's either holding that heart energy or it's holding that little sun in your chest. And then come back to center. Solar plex, a little lower. Open and close. Palms out. Feel the palms being pulled and sucked forward. And then those cables, gently lower your hands down and redirect the fingers straight down. Press both feet on the earth and sink into one hip. Relax the upper body, relax the fingers, and bring one leg back at a time. Remember to sink right into that hip joint, right? You have to sink right into that hip joint. Okay, and then we've been playing with energy with the palms. So the first one, imagine you pulling up from the earth, like you're pulling a syringe piston up, and then it lets go and you guide it back down. All the way back down into the earth, and then those little cables are pulling your fingers back. And then again, pull, draw that energy up from the earth. And listen to your legs. Just relax the legs and listen to any change in pressure or feeling. Okay, next one, you imagine something else pulling your hand. Right? So imagine there's a suction pulling your hand up on the back of the hand. The back of the hand's been pulled up and then they let go and just let your hands fall back. Relax. Again, the back of your hand being pulled upwards like a huge vacuum hose attached to the back of your hand. A huge suction above your hands. And just let them fall. Okay. The next one, something pushing your hand up and then pushing your hand down. Okay. Relax the legs for all of these. Something pushing your hands up. Just relax. And then something pushing your hands down. Again, something pushing your hands up. And then pushing your hands down. Okay, and let's see. So pulling, so your palms pulling, your palms being pulled, your palms being pushed, and then your palms being pushed. Right? So the more the force is acting externally, then Just let everything relax, right? And you should let everything let go and just focus on the palm, the energy being pulled here. And it's just imagination, it's just feeling. Okay? All right, so we practice these individually, and don't worry if they get mixed up, right? It's that sensitivity you're developing, and that imagination you're developing, and that manipulation of energy you're developing. So when we start putting it with the legs, and when you start doing it non-stop, you're going to find that they're going to just switch, because you're not going to think about it, and it's whatever you feel. So if you feel like, oh, you want to draw something, that's what you're going to do. If you want to feel lighter, you want to be really light, then you have to let something else act on you, or just push you out of the way, or release. It depends. It starts to depend on your mood, your personality, your objective for that time. So when we do it with the legs, focus on the legs, and then just kind of let the hands do whatever they want to do. Yeah, and then you decide how much control you want over the hands. But start focusing on the legs now. So press both feet into the press, press, press. Make sure the bottom of the feet are pressing. Right? And then expand the muscles, and then sink into the hips as you pick up one leg. Right? Press one leg down and sink into one side. And then pick up the leg with the hands. If you're pulling the hands up, you can feel how they pull the leg up and help to guide that leg down. And then you start pressing into the earth, and that helps to push the chi up, which pushes the leg up, but then you release it. And you can see how this movement can help to pull the leg up and hold it up. And then pumping the chi into the earth helps to release the other leg. You still want to be sinking into the hip joint. You still want that standing leg all the way down. And you can begin to see how the palms can energetically help to pick up that leg and put it down. So moving the chi in and out of the earth, right, displaces the earth chi, displaces the chi around you. So you can think a little bit how you might want to, right, use the palms. If you really focus on the legs, you'll see what the palms need to do. You pick up the knee as high as you comfortably can, and relaxing the upper body as much as possible. Just keeping it nice and straight and suspended from above, focusing on the legs from the hip joint all the way down to the bottom of the feet. But don't worry about the coordination of the hands. Yeah, sometimes my hands go with both legs, sometimes it's a slower hand movement. But the legs, the hips are more important to develop right now, to warm up. Okay, come back to center. Hold the ball. Right? Feel the spine expanded. Feel the legs being pulled into the earth. Turn out one knee and turn the opposite, and feel the fingertips being pulled straight to the front, and let the waist turn. Pull the spine. Don't just turn the body. Pull the spine, and then release the spine. Bring the knee back, and then drop the other knee, and then pull the spine and pull the fingertips straight forward. Breathing in, and then release and out. Other side, you can take a bigger step if you want. I've been focusing so much on these other energies that I don't take that big stretch anymore, but you can. Right? You can turn your foot out, you can step, you can drop it behind, and you still want to pull the spine and pull the fingertips. So if you want to open up the hips more, just slide that leg back. You can really get as much range of motion as you would do standing. But pull the spine, feel those muscles pulling the spine, and pull the fingertips. And one more time. Oh, I probably need to do this bigger stretch more. I can really feel how it's helping to open up my hips and the piriformis muscles a little bit more. Okay, and before you finish, come back with a smaller motion for the legs. One open and close, keep the palms open, keep the fingertips stretched. Relax, just rest the wrist on your hips, and then opposite hand and leg. Right, starting out with the pick up the knee and then the heel and the fingertips being pulled straight forward. And press the knee down and then lift. Right there, you could imagine the palm helping to lift that knee on that last motion. You can imagine a cable pulling the knee up. Press the knee down and press the heel out. You can imagine the hand helping to suspend the leg up, that they're connected. Heel, press the knee down and pump the foot. As you turn the palm, you're helping to support that knee. Heel, press the knee down and pump the foot. And see if you can remember to keep the other foot nice and flat and sinking into the earth. And then adding the waist turn. So heel, knee, foot, and pull the spine. So you turn the waist. As the hand picks up, it helps to pick up the leg. As the hand goes out, it helps to pull the leg out, pull the spine. One more time each side. Heel, knee, pump, and pull the spine to turn the body. Pull the spine. And down. Relax a little bit and hold the ball. As you hold the ball, feel how it helps to hold the body up. And as you hold the ball, it's like holding that cable that's suspending the leg to come up and down. Okay, so warming up ankle, relax the other leg, sink into the hip joint of the other leg and feel that foot being sucked into the earth. And feel this one being suspended from above. Okay, finish the move and switch to the other side, heel and toe. So the more you play with that energy with the palms, and eventually you start feeling how the hands can connect to the legs and help to support that movement. So it's not just small toe, big toe. So it's not just muscle. Instead of just thinking, oh, activate your muscle and just use your muscle to lift the leg, right? You start creating that imagery and that feeling that something else is pulling and suspending the leg up, and the hands and the legs are supported. And relax. Okay. Yeah. Open, close the hands. Yeah, we probably should do open and close at the beginning of class too. Maybe I'll remember to add that in. But definitely, right, because we're stretching the fingertips, I want to shake that out. All right, pull the heels up, expand the toes. Try to get all the way up on one toe if you can. Pull the heels up and stretch the bottom of the feet. If they start to cramp, just shake them out and then start again. Oh, I'm very slowly trying to get my videos back up on YouTube. I'm so far behind. I'm still in May, I think. Oh, and then I opened up one video. So I found a post editing command that sort of brings the colors back and fixes it good enough for what we need. And then I was going to do another video, and I said, "Where's the sound?" And the whole video was recorded on my phone with no sound. And I don't know why. Oh. Oh, that was a killer. It's kind of a waste of memory space on my hard drive. Maybe so I was thinking maybe I'll use that one since it has no sound. I'll just make it black and white and take out short clips or something, right? I can create short YouTube and Facebook clips and turn the volume on and just let everybody criticize. That's what people do. All the experts. Okay, so yeah, the more you allow yourself to imagine that something's pulling the fingertips, and then 100%, right? Almost 100% of your mind is on this action, so everything starts to let go, right? Because you're not thinking about the rest. So that helps you to relax. So Sung, right? Relaxes Sung. And then remember to charge up your heart, smile, charge it up with the sun up there, have the little sun in your chest. And then look at your form. Is your form comfortable or uncomfortable? Okay. So turning, right? This past month, when instead of turning the waist, I talk about grabbing the spine. So you need to add that imagination. You just relax and suspend and relax the hips, and imagine the muscles on the side of the spine grabbing and pulling the spine, and just relax until you can feel that sensation, and then you let your body follow that sensation. And then when you release the spine, right, because you've coiled up, you spring back to center, right? And if it were a spring, right, it would oscillate and then finally it would come to rest. So when it springs back to center, it's going to pass center a little bit, then you grab it again, and then you release, it's going to spring back, and then you grab it again, and then releases and springs back. Okay? And slowly you'll feel that when you're grabbing the spine, you're naturally going to start breathing in, and when you release, you're going to exhale. So when we do this one, right, it's grabbing the spine, breathing in, and then releasing, exhaling, and then grabbing the spine, and letting everything turn, and big coil up, and then release, and exhale, and then grab the spine, big inhale, and then release, and then grab the spine, and then release. So just focus on that practice of you focus on one part of your body and manipulate that one part of your body. You want to get to that point where wherever you think of your body, you can sense that part of your body, right? You physically start sensing that part. That's how you know you're starting to relax. If you're real tense, that can't happen. And the more you relax, then the more it happens. All right. So yeah, relax, shake everything out, loosen up the hip. That warm up for the hips, yeah, like I said, if the basic one is just dropping the knee, yeah, just letting it swivel. This movement is primarily first to warm up the hips, but then from here, then you can turn, you can pivot your foot out. Right, it's going to open up a little bit more, and then you could take a step. It's going to open up a little bit more. You can, change how big the step is. You can drop the leg to the back. And if I turn sideways, I can move my chair there. If I turn sideways, I'm just letting it slide to the back, and whatever's comfortable, and then it could slide all the way back. Right, whatever's comfortable for you, and from the front, you can see the angle coming out and the waist turning. So this could open up all the way. Potentially, this could open up all the way. Right? This could really open. So this is the folded side is closed and this is open. But but my left side is really, really tight back here. So when I did this one today and I'm turning, I can feel it really opening and stretching these muscles. If you're not tight, you might not feel it, but I'm really tight on this side. So when I did this, right, and I allowed this leg to stretch, wow, I could really feel all inside of here, the glutes, the upper glutes, the medius, all of that stretching, the piriformis stretching. Yeah. So play with the range of motion as long as it's safe, right? Make it safe, it's comfortable, safety. You do large range of motion, make sure if you need something to hang on to, or you have cushions or whatever, and do it by the couch, do it by the chair. Oh, before I forget, so as I'm flipping through looking for things, I came across studies for green tea, and we've heard how good green tea is for the health and such, but I haven't heard anything recently, and this had to do with brain health. So one of the members was sending stuff to me, and I'm researching where it's coming from, right? And a lot of these things, a lot of these things are supplements. So you got to see if they have studies, and you got to see if the industry, especially in the United States, the health industry is huge, right? The supplement industry is huge. So when you research the company, research the founders and such, and you'll be surprised at what you find. And then look at the cost. They want like $500 a bottle for this supplement. So it's like, oh, right there, right? It's a big queue. But anyway, it came across green tea. So there's studies. There's a number of studies out there that are showing that these certain compounds in green tea helps the brain health. And we talk about the brain health, the memory, and they're starting to see and put together that there can be a correlation. They're getting these are evidence-based studies that some of these things in green tea can help to either delay or prevent memory loss. So yeah, that's something to look at. There are actual studies out there. There's a big study out, a Japanese study in Tokyo. If you research, you'll find these, and then you'll find the details. I forgot what the compound is called, catchin or something from there. But yeah, makes a good case to be drinking green tea every day. Yeah, they didn't talk about how much green tea, but probably a few cups every day. Just add it to your diet. Yeah, interesting, very interesting. Yeah. So I need to go to Chinatown and buy those cheap, right? They have the cheap green tea bags, 150 or 100 in a box. And then on the side, I have my loose green tea, which is, it tastes so good, but hard to carry around the loose green tea in your pocket, right, all over. So you have the green tea bags and such. And I don't know if I don't know if there's any difference. I couldn't find if there's any difference if they're talking about like how the Japanese green tea is processed versus the Chinese green tea. The different kinds of green tea for the amount of those things. But in general, green tea, just the way it's processed, it's different. So yeah, take a look at that. If you don't like it hot, drink it cold. You can brew it and make it cold. Put lemon or a little sweetener. Not too much sweetener, but a little sweetener in it. But yeah, I want to throw that out. There are strong studies now correlating that the health benefits of green tea, and it's so easy, right? It's so easy to do, and I don't think there's very much side effects or any of drinking green tea. Maybe green teeth. All right, relax and open up the body. Yeah, feel the body expanding. Loosen all the joints. Let everything stretch. Let everything open up. Right from the tailbone up through the lower back, up through the shoulders. Relax the top of the shoulders. And take a deep breath before you exhale, and let everything fall back into place. Slowly bringing the feet back in. Find that starting posture. whether standing or seated, before we do the set. Make sure the breath is relaxed. Just relax the lower belly when you breathe in. You want to feel the throat open, large and open and relaxed. You want to feel the chest relaxed and smiling. You want to visualize that little sun, warm and cool, being fed from the sun up in the sky. You want to feel all the joints relaxing, the legs sinking into the earth, the fingertips lightly being pulled into the earth while the shoulders and elbows relax. And the top of the head being suspended while the hips, the spine, the neck all relax. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And so we set our form. Form, correct form is number one. You activate that heart energy. That heart energy is number one. And smile and relax and Gung is number one. Take a deep breath. When you start to gather up the chi between the palms, like you're gathering up a ball of energy. Eyes looking straight ahead at the horizon. And when you're ready, begin commencement, breathing in, feeling the fingertips being pulled forward. And you're just letting the fingertips and the arm being dragged forward and then upwards and then sinking back and connecting everything. The heart energy, the chi. Number two, rolling. Press the heel of the palm out and down. Imagine you picking up that chi from the earth, rising it up through the body, through all the organs, out through the top of your head, connecting with the sun in the sky, expanding and relaxing and resetting. One open and close. Nice deep breath. Single whip, right side. Pull the spine to the right and pull the hands out and upwards. Flow to one side. Keep pulling the spine the other side while the right hand drops. Feel the fingertips being pulled. One fingertip is pulled upwards, the other released. And the spine being pulled in one direction and then released. And then pulled in the other direction. Make sure you're breathing. Feel the fingertips really expanding. Those cables just pulling on every fingertip. But the wrist is relaxed, the elbow is relaxed, the shoulder is relaxed. Come back to center. Turn. Right? Let your body turn a little bit to the left as you spiral back. Sternum up. And then repeat on the left side. Pull the spine to the left. Pull the hands out and pull the fingertips up while you release the spine, and then pull the spine. And then it releases, but the fingertips are being pulled and stretched outwards. Yeah, the whole palm is expanded, but relaxed, but stretched. Do one more time. And releases and then get pulled. Come back to center. Release the spine. Just let it spring. Brushing the knee right side. Right? And pull the fingertips up and pull the spine to the right. And then pull the fingertips forward towards the heart. And release the spine. And springing outwards. And then pull the spine to the left. And then release the spine. And then pull the spine to the right. Pull the left fingertips forward. And then release. And let the body spring to the left. And then parry right and parry left. Pull the spine all the way and then release. And then pull the spine all the way and release, and pull the fingertips up and over. And pull the spine all the way. You want the wrist outside of the knee, wrist on wrist, while you breathe in and start to grab. And then release the spine, so you spring back to center, and the right hand comes straight forward, and then pull the spine, and then release, come back to center. And as you roll back, just let the body oscillate left and right. And lift the sternum. Breathing in, and then release, and pull back. And one open and close. And then repeat on the left side. Pull the spine to the left. Pull the fingertips straight up. And then pull the fingertips forward to the heart. And then release. And as you tap the heart, pull the palm forward. And flow that energy from the heart out through the palm. And then pull the spine to the right on the palms turn center. And release the spine and spring back. And then pull the right fingertips forward and pull the spine. And as you release, you spring back to center. The left hand scoops underneath, and then pull the spine to the right, and then release. You parry, parry. And you pull the release, and then pull the spine all the way right. Coiling, and then release. And let the hands and the waist spring back to the left side. Breathe in and start to grab. And then release. So you spring back to center and then pull the spine to the right a little bit. And as you release the spine, the wrists come back to the center. Right, rolling back. And lift the sternum and feel the palms being pulled to the front like there's a huge suction. And then it releases. And just let the spine oscillate left and right. Repeat on the left side, followed by leisurely tying the coat. Pull the spine left, pull the fingertips up, drag the fingertips to the front, and then release. And pull the spine to the right, and then leisurely tying the coat, release. Yes, the body springs to the left, the hands come up, and you release, and then pull the spine to the left. Get sucked down, and then release. And the palm gets sucked straight up. And then release and pull the spine to the left, and pull the fingertips outwards. Then release the spine and drag the fingertips in a big spiral. Release the spine. One open and close. Feel the spine and the waist oscillating. Right side. Pull the spine to the right and pull the fingertips upwards. And pull the fingertips forward and release the spine. Tap the heart and then expand that heart energy. Right, release the spine so the body springs to the right. The left hand flips up. Release the spine. And then pull the spine to the right while the hands get sucked downwards. Then release the spine and the palm gets pulled upwards. And a small pull of the spine to the left. And then release the spine as the fingertips get pulled out and the spine gets pulled to the right. And then release the spine and drag the fingertips in a big spiral. Swivel back to the front. Lift the sternum. Release and one open and close. Just let that energy oscillate. Fist under elbow. Pull the spine to the right and pull the hands outwards. And then release and open, dropping the right hand. And then pull the spine to the left. And then as you release the spine, spring back to center. The bottom hand holds a fist. And then pull the spine to the right. Feel fist under elbow. Breathing in. And as you release the spine, the fist comes out. And then pull the spine to the left. And the fist goes all the way on and then opens. And then you release the spine and spring back to the right. And then pull the spine to the right. and exhale. Keep on turning. Pull the spine to the left. Repulse monkey. Pull the fingertips forward and release. And exhale. Flow that heart energy out. Pull the spine to the right. Breathing in and out. Leisurely tying the coat. Pull the spine to the right. And then release. And then a small pull of the spine to the left. And then release. And then pull the spine to the right. And then release. And then pull the spine a little bit to the left. And then release and pull the fingertips forward. And then pull the spine to the right. Then as you release the spine, drag the fingertips in that huge spiral. Come back to the heart. Hold the ball, one open and close, and just release the spine and let it oscillate back and forth. Right side. Oh, I'm sorry. Reset, fist under elbow. Yeah, left side. Wait. Oh, sorry. Left side. Turn and open. Focusing so much on pulling the spine and releasing. Oh, yeah. That's the fun part. Who cares about the form? Oh, form is number one. Still have to teach the form. Yeah. Release and pull the spine to the left. Breathe in. Pull the fingertips forward and brush the knee. Expand that heart energy. And pull the spine to the right. Repulse monkey. Breathing in and release and pull the fingertips forward and release that heart energy. One more turn. Pull the spine. Lift. Leisurely tying the coat. Release the spine and then pull the spine left. And then release the spine. And then pull the spine a little bit to the right. And then release the spine. And then pull the spine to the left. And then release the spine and feel the palms being sucked up. And then pull the spine a little bit to the right as the elbows tuck. And then as you release the spine, the fingers get pulled outwards. And then release the spine and drag the body. Big spiral. And one open and close. Wow, right at 10:30. Awesome. Almost as if it's planned. Let everything go. Feel the feet still connected with the earth. Feel the fingertips lightly being pulled into the earth as you release all the tension in the shoulders, the head suspended. And then press one leg into the earth so you can bring the feet back one at a time. Slowly let everything go. Yeah. So, if you notice on that last section, right, today I'm talking, I added in, it seems like I'm adding in those small little pulls, those small little turns, but that's what happens. So, if I don't forget, when we do the second part, on the standing, I'll show you on the brush knee, right? You don't just come forward, but every time you want to pick up the leg, you have to turn, right? So if I want to pick up this leg, right, and I'm turning, right, I have to make sure I fold and I allow that turn, then this leg is free. Right? So if I want to pick up that back leg, I have to fold and turn into there, right? And I can step. So when we're doing something like the brush knee and stepping forward, it's not just straight and then coming back. It's straight and then sink and turn to release that back leg and then come back. So your body starts oscillating back and forth. So when we're doing the brush knee and the leisurely tying the coat, right, in the set, right, we're going to pull my spine so I can turn, then release the spine, right, and then pull the spine so the hands come out, right, and then release the spine. But right here, I have to turn a little bit more. So I have to pull the spine a little bit more, the coiling, and then when I release, that energy comes out, right? and then I let it go, come back to center, and then pull the spine again this way. So I turn that way, right? And then release that energy. And then I'm going to pull the spine a little bit that way, right? So as this palm is rising, as I'm pulling this palm up, I pull the spine and then I tuck. So I'm sorry, I have to look at the settings. Right? So I pull the spine here, and then when I release, my body is springing back to center, but same time I'm releasing, this palm is being pulled up to the top, and then I pull the spine as I tuck the elbows. So I'm going to pull the spine, tuck the elbows, and as I tuck the elbows, that's going to make the hand come out this way. So three things are going to make the hands come out. When I tuck the elbow, right, the hand will come forward. Right? So when I bring my elbows in, the hands will come forward. When I turn my body, that'll help to push my hand out like a gear. And then the third thing is that being pulled. Right? So if you have three mechanics or energies intense going on, right, it really is going to add a lot of energy, a lot of force spiraling out of here. Mechanically turning my spine, right, that's going to bring the hand forward. Tucking my elbow and letting that come forward, and imagining pulling, right? And even internally, at some point before I imagine the fingertips being pulled, right, I'm expanding the fingertips. So as we do that move, right, I'm pulling my spine and then I'm releasing the spine. And then pull the spine a little bit more and then release the spine. And then pull the spine a little bit more and then release the spine. And then right here, there's a little pull, there's a small pull, and then release the spine. Right? And then pull, and then release the spine. And then pull, and release the spine. So the body starts shaking, and that's where that shake comes in. Right? So you don't just, if I pull this way, you don't stop square, right? It's going to bounce past center. And then depending on what you're doing, you might need to pull it just a little bit, just to get that little turn and that little energy to come forward. So you're trying to get comfortable with letting your body, like that washing machine spindle, right? Whoop, 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 whoop. Just turning. Depending on what you're doing, it might be a big turn, release, and then maybe just a small turn, release, and then a big turn. So it's not exactly always the same. Yeah? And then, right, this wind up here, right, we need to really pull the spine and let the fingertip be dragged, and that'll create that huge energy coming out. See? Right, so let's take a break. My music stopped too, so it's telling me time to take a break. Even YouTube knew it's 10:30. Bring the hands up. Nice stretch. Yeah, bring the palms together. Make sure you loosen everything up. Yeah, for those of you who are going to leave us, make sure you loosen up everything. Yeah. If I don't see you, we'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. Remember, tomorrow is the health fair for those of you who are going to leave tomorrow.